Another mysterious stranger weapon, this time the Wither Sting, the alternative to the Tang, basically acid ruin stave. Is it any good? Kind of not. I actually think it's pretty disappointing, and I'm hoping they'll change or add some buffs to it, given that I'm showing this video from the PTB. But first, let me show you how to get it, compare it a little bit to its cousin, and a few other things, and yeah, let's go. So it's actually really easy to go and find. Getting it's another story. You're going to need a tier 3 hammer to break through a whole wall of candy sours. Right here underneath the trash can, just past the campfire in the north of the map, you will find a small tunnel that will lead you straight down. Now this is actually a good spot to start picking up the pieces you're going to need for the rusty armor, as there will be some rust beetles in here as well. There's two paths you can go down. One of them you will need your ant buggy to chop through, but they both lead to the same spot. You're looking for a small room with a leaf. You've seen this copy and pasted in quite a few different ant hills and stuff. There should be another rust beetle around here, so kill them, climb a leaf, and there you go. 6 candies for you to go and break. If you're relatively new to Grounded 2 or the franchise itself, make sure you eat at least 10 of these to gain a special mutation that will give you protection against some of the Tang that you come across. And there you go, that's the staff. So that's it really, Wither Sting is got. Stats wise, it's almost the same as Acid Ruin, but it's actually got a tiny bit less critical hit. And I suppose it's meant to make up for that by having that extra ability to stop enemies from healing when they're puckered. But of course, if you lost one or you want to craft one for your friends, then you are going to need some additional resources. First off, you will need Acid Ruin, just like the rest of the Mysterious Strangers. You need the base version, 2 sour globs, 2 pincers, 4 spiky burr, and 4 lint rope, meaning you do need the tier 3 axe upgrade too. So lose this and it becomes a real endgame item, because you're going to need a pucker charm plus 3 pieces of key lime. So good luck getting this one, because yes, the trinket for it only has a 1% chance from dropping from sour wormholes, and that's for both Grounded 1 and 2. So there are more sour wormholes scattered around the early parts of the game, and that's still a crazy low percentage. I don't think I've ever managed to get it in my 1200 hours of Grounded 1. But one thing to note, apparently in Easter, if Grounded 2 is going to have a very similar event like Grounded 1 did, there was a 5% chance of it actually appearing in Easter eggs in April. So, you know, we're not too far away. That could actually be something that happens, or even a 25% chance in golden Easter eggs if they are going to do a similar event. Charm itself does do 15 flat damage, but also does 15 sour damage to the player's attacks. The trinket itself doesn't actually work with ranged weapons, so at least they've improved that, I guess. If you've been intent on running as a ranger or a mage, then at least you can use the pucker charm if you found one already in an actual weapon. And yeah, of course, you are going to need some of the keyline pieces, which you don't get until you've defeated the last boss. So yeah, bit of a mute point, I realise not everyone's going to lose their gear, but for sure if you're enjoying using it, then keep hold of it as much as possible. And if you run in a group, then one of you is probably going to have to just be a different type of mage or use Acid Ruin until you get all the ingredients to craft another. Nearly all of the rusty mage armor set pieces really do contribute to a great sour build. And ultimately, if you're taking on certain creatures that do heal quite a lot, like ladybugs or potato beetles, then it should be probably one of the best weapons. Otherwise, Acid Ruin, with that extra bit of critical damage it does, might still be the better stave comparatively, unless you're going after a specific area like that might have wasps and you can actually hit them. The puckered recovery also only does stopping the creature's heal by about 50% for 10 seconds, but it still has to have the Tang build up pretty much at max. Obviously both have Tang attack, which do 35 Tang build up on attack foes, and then the charge attack will deal 10 Tang build up. That charge effect really should be only for ground enemies, because it will leave an AoE puddle that will build up Tang for any other creatures, so again pretty useless for flying ones. So overall, I think it is absolutely disappointing. I think it should stop enemies healing by up to 75 or 80%, and maybe not necessarily need the Tang to be maxed out. Maybe it can increment how much it will reduce its healing for each shot. But just my opinion, let me know what you guys think about it, and see you ratbags later.